Hello and welcome everybody to the Digital Classroom, the podcast where we dive into the integration of technology in basic schools. I'm Ellen, your navigator on this journey where we explore the digital innovations that are bringing education to life in ways we've never imagined. We're starting this series with a look at IT tools, or what I call a teacher's toolbox. In this episode, we are exploring what the toolbox is, why it matters, and how the tools in it are reshaping the landscape of learning in exciting ways. So, what exactly are tools in the teacher's toolbox? In the broader sense, these tools encompass any digital technology that supports teaching and learning. In other words, we are looking at information technology tools. Information technology tools in education encompass a wide range of digital resources and platforms designed to support and enhance teaching and learning experiences. These tools include learning management systems, educational apps, interactive whiteboards, virtual and augmented reality experiences, and various forms of digital content. These tools are not just fancy gadgets, they are essential components that meet students in their digital world, which makes learning more relevant, engaging, and accessible than ever before. The benefits of incorporating IT tools in education are vast and varied. IT tools are not just additional resources, but essential components that align with how digital natives, the students growing up in the age of internet, it enhances how they learn and interact with the world. By integrating IT tools into their curriculum, educators can create more engaging, inclusive, and effective learning environments that prepare students for digital age. Technology tools for teaching and learning play a vital role in offering multifaceted benefits. Now let's talk about a few of these benefits. As an educator, one of the key factors to effective teaching is student engagement. IT tools have the power to transform traditional classroom setting into dynamic learning environments. Interactive simulations, gamifications, and multimedia resources make learning more engaging and enjoyable for students, often leading to improved academic outcomes. These tools bring lessons to life, making learning interactive, thereby making complex concepts more accessible to learners. Imagine learning about the solar system through a virtual reality headset, working on Mars, or manipulating a 3D model of the world. Personally, I didn't get the concept of digestion until I became a teenager. Reading the lengthy note on how digestion begins in the mouth and looking at the diagram was not enough for me to understand the concept at that age. If only there was another approach, I would have been a lover of science though. Moving on from that, let's talk about the personalization of learning experiences. Digital tools can adapt to the individual's learner's pace, their style, interest, and offering personalized paths through the curriculum. This is to say that students who need more time can take it, and those who are ready to move ahead can do so all within the same classroom environment. As most schools are becoming inclusive, this is a great opportunity to meet the needs of learners with different abilities. This implies that educational content can be tailored by you, the educator, to accommodate diverse learning needs and abilities. Collaborative learning is another key benefit. As we all bear witness, collaboration is a key skill in this digital age. IT tools such as shared documents, social learning platforms, and communication technologies enable students to work together on projects, share ideas, and provide feedback to peers regardless of their geographical background or barriers. In a collaborative setting, each student has a role to play to contribute to the group's overall success, And this responsibility encourages learners to be accountable for their part, knowing that their peers are counting on them. It instills a sense of ownership over their learning and teaches the importance of reliability and meeting expectations. Now, let's shift from the learners and talk about the benefits to the teacher as well. For teachers or educators, technology provides tools for creating interactive and engaging lessons, which seeks to foster a dynamic environment for learners. Also, technology tools empower educators to deliver more effective and personalized instructions, as I spoke about earlier. Despite the clear benefits, the integration of IT tools in education is not without challenges. One significant barrier is teacher reluctance. This reluctance can stem from a variety of factors, including a lack of familiarity with new technologies, insufficient training, or concerns over the effectiveness of digital tools as compared to the traditional teaching methods that we are accustomed to. The implications of these reluctance can be far reaching, potentially hindering the adoption of innovative teaching practices and affecting educational outcomes. Teacher reluctance to embrace IT tools not only impacts the pace at which schools can adapt new technologies, but also affects the quality of education the learners receive. In a world where digital literacy is increasingly important, preparing educators to use IT tools effectively is crucial for ensuring that students are equipped with the knowledge and skills they need to succeed in the digital age. A few years back, I was teaching narrative and art to a class of enthusiastic fourth graders. Traditionally, this lesson might have involved pencil sketches and paper storyboards. However, with the aid of digital tools, I decided to take a different approach. I introduced the concept of digital storytelling using 3D Paint software that allows students to create their narratives using digital art tools. The excitement in the classroom was palpable as students dived into the world of digital creation. One particular student struggled with traditional art medium due to fine motor skills. However, with a digital tool at his disposal, he flourished. His creativity knew no bounds as he crafted intricate stories accompanied by vibrant digital illustrations. It wasn't just about him. As an art teacher, I've experienced several instances where learners will walk up to you and tell you that, Miss, I can draw with a pencil, my strokes are not good, my friends don't like my drawing. But in this case, they had the tool at their disposal. And it wasn't just about the creation process, it was about the personalization of learning and experiences. Because these kids had their narratives, but then it was hard for them to come up with the illustrations because of the limitations they had when they worked with their pencils and their sketchbooks. These students now had the freedom to express themselves in their unique way, catering to their learning styles and abilities. It's clear that IT tools in education offer incredible potential to transform teaching and learning. However, to fully realize this potential, it's important to address and overcome teacher reluctance through support, training, and a culture that embraces change and innovation. Join me next time as I speak with other educators and share common IT tools suitable for basic schools, that is from grade 1 to 8, such as educational apps, online resources, and learning management systems. We will look at how these tools can be integrated into various subjects and then teaching strategies that will enrich the learning experience as well. Finally, we will get to talk about some common misconceptions or concerns about using IT tools. Before we wrap up today's episode, I want to introduce a new segment called Classroom Connection. And this is your chance to be part of the digital classroom community in a more interactive way. Here's how it works. So, based on today's discussion on IT tools in education, what is one tool that you've tried in your classroom? It could be recent or it could be some years back. And how has it transformed your teaching or your students' learning experiences? It could be anything from a learning management system you've integrated to a specific educational app that's become more of a game changer in your lessons. Here's how you participate. You share your stories, your tips, or questions by sending me an email at ellenquarten25@gmail.com. In the next episode, we will highlight some of your responses, share your insights and experiences with the entire digital classroom community. I believe this is a fantastic way to learn from each other, discover new tools, and maybe even solve a common problem or challenge together. So don't be shy. Your contribution could be either inspiration or solution another educator is seeking. Until then, I'm Ellen, and this has been the Digital Classroom. Thanks for tuning in. Be the change.